Hi, welcome back to the New York Predator Department out there using these sirens, and I'm gonna tell you why. Welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So, about 2 months ago, right, I had took my home theater PC. I took the parts out, I put it into a new PC case, and I sent it to my friend in Atlanta for her daughter, right, as an upgrade to her old computer. Again, everything was working fine, right? Reinstall Windows, everything working fine. Packed it up, shipped it, shipped it well, packed it well, right? Had foam all in it, had the the self-expanding foam, you know, and packed up I shipped it in 2 boxes, right? 2 boxes, and as I say, 2 boxes in here, the sirens. Why? Because I was looking at the number two. So, but they do stuff like that, right? They'll, again, it's technology, and they try to make it seem like it's supernatural. It is not. It's their understanding of the human mind, their understanding of your mind, and how they've programmed it to think when you become a TI, when they put you into this program and they microchip you. So they know, right? The people out there don't know, and again, they're very religious fanatics, so they'll believe any damn thing. They don't know shit about technology and what is being done, right? So anyhow, I said to her, she called me and she was like, "Well, he had said it was the power supply." I'm like, "It's funny because the computer turns on. I mean, the computer, there's power going to the motherboard, right? Because the computer case has RGB lights, so it lights up. The motherboard lights up. It can't be the motherboard. I mean, it can't be the power supply." So he tells her, "I'm going to order a power supply." Now here's the thing: this person owns a computer repair shop, but he is just giving her information one thing at a time. It's like when something goes wrong. If I build a computer and it's not turning on, you know, usually because a couple things, right? Uh, I have to check this, make sure that the memory is installed properly. Okay, check to make sure that all of the power supply uh, cables, what needs to go into the motherboard, what needs to go into the CPU power portion to deliver power to the CPU. I double check those things to make sure that those plugs are plugged in all the way. Okay. If the computer don't still start up, I also check the the PC case I/O plugs, make sure that those things are plugged in properly, right, and they're plugged in all the way. And I really never had a issue when I built a new computer. Never really had an issue. Okay. So that also, and also, take out the battery, make sure that try and reset the BIOS in the motherboard, see if that stuff. Sometimes I do that, particularly if something goes wrong, right? Sometimes that will also work. But the fact that he has not tried out those things, those options, the fact that he has not tried, and again, like I said, I shipped that computer very well, double box, packed both boxes. So, and on top of that, I marked fragile all over. I printed out the fragile stickers, taped them all over that box. And here's the funny thing: about a few years ago, I sent her oldest daughter uh, a computer, right? That I had parts for. Here, I had extra parts. I sent her a computer. That arrived fine. It worked, no problem. And that computer I shipped in 1 box, right? No problem. This I shipped in 2 box, well packed, and all of a sudden it's a problem. But I knew from the time when I asked her to open the box, 'cause she had it for like about 2 weeks or so before she opened it. Before she opened it and tried to turn it on. When she tried to turn it on, it wouldn't turn. Yeah, they're using the sirens now. Very low, right? So she tried to turn it on. She said nothing comes on. I said, "Okay, does the computer lights up?" She's like, "Yeah, the case is on, motherboard lights are on." So I'm thinking that like what's going on, right? So I had her take out the battery out of the motherboard to reset the BIOS. She did. I said just leave it for the next. She left it for the next day. Put the battery back in. Nothing. But again, this is what they do to sabotage me, right? Because again, um, these people are relentless. So I said to her, "Give me his number. I'll give him a call." I go into the kitchen to put the kettle on. My nephew, he's there. My nephew's like what, 5 years younger than I am, right? He's sitting next to the fridge, has the freezer door open, right, and has the fridge door open, the bottom door open. The freezer door open. He has one hand inside the freezer, right? His other hand inside the fridge. And as I walk past him, he turns and he looks down at my crotch. Okay. Okay. Forgot this part. So as I'm walking into the kitchen, my sister's in the next bedroom, and she goes, "Okay." All right. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. Then I go into the kitchen, and my nephew does what he does, right? So I'm in the kitchen making breakfast, and I'm saying to myself, "Wow, that's all I got to do a video on this." I'm just saying to myself, just not out loud, but just in my own thoughts. About a minute later, the New York President Department showed up using the sirens. Woo! All right, make breakfast. So I walk into my bedroom, sit down, take up my phone. New York President Department. Woo! Again, very low volume. Again, to avoid detection. Right? And as I start speaking, they started, as I just hear me said, they're using their sirens. They start using their sirens again. Okay? So, again, this is what they do because they want me to call this individual. And again, this guy, you own a computer repair shop. Why are you giving your customer, uh, you're supposed to have extra power supplies. If you have a computer repair business, you should have another power supply. You should have a CPU to test the motherboard to see if it's a motherboard. You should have those things, right? So, like again, they do these things, planned it, right? They planned it, but like I said, I always expose what it is that they say. But I'm gonna call this guy because I said to her I'll call him because again, you have a computer repair shop. You should not be calling the customer. You should not be ordering parts unless you know what the problem is. And for that, you should have extra parts if you have a computer repair shop. You know what I'm saying? If the computer is too old, I can understand you say, hey, this computer's too old, it's not even worth fixing it. Get a new computer. Right? Or you may have some older builds that you build cheaply that you can say, hey, you know what, this is a comparable computer. I'll charge you such and such for that computer. This person has a computer repair shop, and yet this is what they do. But of course, because they want me to call, because again, they know who I am, right? Because I'm gonna call, I'm gonna be like, look, man, when I sent the computer, everything was working. I don't know what happened, you know. But this is what they do. This is what they do. And if you have a computer business for a few years, now they sneezing. They do the sneezing sound. But I'm just saying, this is what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. All right? They'll always do things to find someone that they are to try to make me call someone because again, you know, whatever their narrative is. All right? Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.